This is my loadout for Finnish Brutality 2023. I'll start with the rifle, since most of you clicked on this video because of it. This Izmash Saiga MK-106 is chambered in 308, has a mid-length barrel, and almost everything changed out for custom accessories. So the muzzle brake is stock, but everything else is just upgraded. This big great thing holding the whole rifle together is the Sure Shot USA MK3 chassis, and it's actually a three-piece design from this upper part, from this lower part, and from this rear part. Now the chassis itself connects to the barrel, it clamps here, and it should hold 0 and it should stay where it is. So on this part I have mounted the Holosun 530C, which will be my primary optic, and then here on this rear part that can move and shift a bit so it does not hold 0, I have the Holosun 3x magnifier, the short version on it, but I'm not sure if I will keep it because of the short eye relief. The buttstock adapter, this aluminum thing over here, is actually a prototype from Sure Shot Armament Group, and I used an AREX ACR-like buttstock to assemble it together. It's not a perfect fit, but I think it works. The stock is collapsible, but it cannot be fully collapsed because of the side rail. I also don't need it to. What I needed to do is, please do not break. I went with a Magpul pistol grip as it gives me more control over the rifle. This is a Master Mount enhanced safety selector. Why I use this one and why I like it really much is, first, it's very easy to move. And second thing, as you can see, I'm moving it with my trigger finger. So I don't have to reach over and do gymnastics. I just do this and go on the trigger. This chubby thing on the charging handle is the hobnob from Texas Weapon Systems. And it just gives you a better surface to grip and charge your rifle. For the trigger, I'm running my modified ALG that I also used in my previous AKs, like the N70 and then the Saiga last year at Finnish Brutality. I had to modify it a bit because this Saiga 308 actually has 3 locking lugs on the bolt and a bit different geometry, so I had to use a Dremel to make it fit. If you're not familiar with my modified ALG AK trigger, it's amazing. What I achieved is that it has a clear, distinct wall, a crisp break, almost no over travel, and a very short, distinct reset. The magazines were definitely the hardest part to source here because all of the Russian supply is gone. These are actually made in the USA, and I have to thank Orvin because he hooked me up, got me 4 of these bad boys, and hopefully they work properly and do not cause me any troubles. Anyway, I'll be using this Finnish MO4 desert camo pattern, the pants and the combat shirt from Vorsteleka. They are a bit oversized, but this is the same thing that I used on their winter brutality, and I needed some extra space for underclothing. It was super really cold. Now it's summer, but I'm not sure what kind of weather it will be in Finland. I cannot rule out snow, so this is my basis. I also have a hard shell probably in the back, just in case. Now the good thing about this uniform is that it's non-restrictive, it's adjustable, and I will be running knee pads and elbow pads, because that's not my first Finnish Brutality. For carrying my gear and mags, I went with Husar plate carrier and my standard combat belt. This is not my final belt setup. I still need to find a good solution for carrying these oversized 308 magazines. I want to carry at least one over here as a quick reload option. And probably what I will go is I will remove these pouches and go with Templar's gear, just single rifle magazine pouch. I still need to add a med kit and a knife, which is a requirement for armor division. I'm just not yet sure if that goes on the belt or if I will prefer it on the vest itself. For the holster, you cannot go wrong with Battle-Known Solutions Level 2 retention holster. This one is still a bit grimy because we just came back from light infantry and it's full of mud and this kind of very tiny coarse sand. So I have to probably rinse it out and get it clean and lubricated. For the handgun, I'm going with my trusty Arex Delta Gen 2 with a Holosun EPS enclosed red dot. Last year I used this on the Finnish Brutality and the setup is really good. I'm not yet sure if I will use this Temper's Gear hanger pouch because I have literally no other use for it except to cover my belly. I suspect one of the bigger issues will be getting the mags out of the pouches from the plate carrier because these pouches were made for AR sized magazines. I tried this a couple of times at home, and at first I decided to run the magazines in this configuration as they are slimmer here and you can get them in and out of the pouch easier, but the mags are so sharp over here that I cut my hand. So this is not an option. I will have to jerry-rig something. I'm thinking about the old school method of using shoelaces, or maybe even better paracord over here, so I get the loops and use the loops to get the mags out. In the back I have a tactical pack, also from Husar. It connects directly on the plate carrier and it has enough space to host my hydration bladder and some other stuff like I don't know, energy bars and extra clothing, and also all of the other shit that I need for armor division. So this is my loadout, and if you want to see how it performs at the match, follow us